Welcome to eZdia. Our content creation platform set out to solve a few common problems. The pain points that content managers and marketing teams feel in agencies and brands, no matter the size. How can you produce quality content on a larger scale at an affordable cost within the time schedule required to support your marketing initiatives? We've paired the power of technology with the expertise of our crowd. Our team of handpicked writers now number in the thousands and allow for the best quality content to be produced to fit any budget. Our workflow is fully customizable to your team. If you need to include PR or legal teams in the workflow, no problem. I'm going to take you through a tour of our platform, highlighting the uses and benefits along the way. Before we get started, take a look at just a few of the types of content that we can produce. So each piece of content that's created using the content creation platform goes through many approval checkpoints. On average, there's about 12 stages for the complete process. You can see here the process begins with the topic creation and approval and moves along to keyword research, then to the writing team, off to the editor, then to the QA manager for final quality checks. The QA manager also provides the rating and feedback to the writer, and then it's approved. Once it's approved, you can see there are a few additional steps. You can publish directly to your CMS, you can download and upload manually, or if for whatever reason it doesn't meet your expectations, you can send it to be reworked. Let's get started by going to eZdia.com and click on the My Dashboard link at the top right. After logging in with your credentials, you'll see this dashboard page. At the top of the dashboard, there's a quick view of the project status. Here you can see where your content is in the process. To the left is a quick view chart that shows how much content is in each stage. And to the right is a delivery schedule tracker, the red line being a running total of pieces delivered, and the blue line is the number of deliveries by day. If you scroll down a bit, you can see many more charts showing the status of additional groups of content. If you're an agency with multiple clients, you'd be able to track content for each client here. If you're a larger brand with multiple categories or groups, these would serve the same tracking purpose. Okay, let's dive into the content workflow here. First, choose the My Desk tab at the top. We're going to be viewing this as an agency today, and I'm going to select the role. Here you can see many roles that are available for your team. Some will be just for the eZdia side, where a few of them could be for the client or the brands and customizable. If you wanted to add your PR team in here or your legal team as part of the review process, this is where the roles would show up. Today we're going to look as the QA manager, which is the final step in the content approval process. So if you scroll down the page a little bit, you can see the list of pieces of content that are in your queue and in process. We're going to look at ID number 290 today. So click the radio button of the piece of content that you want to look farther into and scroll down a little bit. So the beginning of the workflow here, we have the instructions. These are places where you can communicate directly with the keyword researcher, the writer, and the editor. You can link to a Google document or just write in your directions directly into these text boxes. So beyond the instructions boxes, we come to the kind of meat of the content workflow. So here we have a place where you can see if the item status, the topic status is approved or not. You can see the type of project to make sure you're on the right place. This is going to be an on-site blog. You can see the department that it's assigned to and the proposed topic. Okay, so farther along, after the topic has been approved, we get into the keyword research portion of the workflow. So you can see here that keyword research has been done and it's been chosen. This is the primary keyword, building birdhouses, and this is the average monthly search volume that's expected from those keywords. Farther down you'll see secondary keywords along with their average monthly volume, and then additional keywords that should be included once the writer starts their process. Once you have the keywords approved, they're used going forward in the metadata and then the final writer's copy. I'll come back to this area here where it has the writer status and the writer's rating and the writer's bonus. Let's take a look at this box, this editing box here. This is the place where the content is submitted. It's also a place where it's easily editable. It has a character count and a word count here, so you can make sure that it meets the minimum thresholds that are set when you come on board or the maximum limits that are based on the content type that you're creating here. A couple great tools that are included in this workflow are negative keyword filters and negative sentiment filters. The first one is the ability to give us keywords that you never want to be used in your writing. So I'm going to use the word cheap as an example here. I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to try to submit this. And you can see that I get a warning message that I've used an unacceptable word. So if a writer uses by accident one of the words that was given to us by you, they could be, they don't go with your brand voice. They could be industry terms. They could be something that doesn't go along with your style, or a competitor term even. You can be assured that they won't be used. There's also the ability to give us negative sentiment filters, which are words that you don't, it could be slang, could be, negative sentiments. Let's use the word dangerous as an example. If I submit this with the word dangerous in it, it'll just give me a warning that says I've used a questionable word. The writer can then ignore it and submit it anyways, or change the word. A really important piece to this process is closing the feedback loop between the client and the writer and editing team. And we've been able to do that with this really unique process. Let me show it to you. So here we have the ability to rate the writer on a scale between 1 and 10. And then here we have the ability to rate the editor between 1 and 10. The bonuses are based on who has to do more work. If the writer does a really great job and the editor doesn't have to do much, the writer gets the bonus. If the editor has to do more work, then the editor gets the bonus. And the purpose of the rating system and the bonus system is to really ensure the quality stays consistent and very high today, tomorrow, 6 months from now, so that the writer and the editor are really working together, not for their own writing, but for your writing. After you've approved your content, you're ready to use it either with your CMS system or download it for later use. You can go to the My Desk tab and view this as the content manager. I'm going to show you a quick way to download it, and I'll save the demo for pushing it to your CMS system for another time. Click on the right-hand side link, Advanced Search, and you have a bunch of options here. First, you choose the radio button of the content that you want to download. Let's choose these 3 first, and then click Search and Export, and it prepares a report for you in Excel. You can also choose a CSV file and then upload it to your content management system. Thanks so much for watching our quick demo on our content creation platform. You can find us online at eZdia.com. You can reach us by phone or get in touch with our sales director, Brad Curtis, by email.